Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. This time, we're diving into the world of personal branding.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, so I found this fascinating article, and it's called How to Build a Personal Brand and Harness the Power of Word-of-Mouth Recommendations.
Catchy title.
I know, right? And, we often think about personal branding as something like for celebrities or influencers.
Right.
But this article argues that it's super important for everyone's success, like in the long run, no matter what your job is or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And what I thought was really interesting was that it said that anyone can actually build a really strong personal brand.
Okay.
It's not about just luck or some talent you're born with.
Right.
It's something that you can develop.
You can learn it.
Exactly. So that's what we're going to unpack today.
Awesome.
We're going to figure out how to create a personal brand that attracts the right opportunities,
Yeah.
It helps you build a reputation that really reflects your true value.
Love that.
So to kick things off, what exactly is personal branding?
Well, it's kind of about taking control of your own story, you know, how you shape how other people see you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not just having a logo or a website or something.
It's way more than that.
Okay.
Think of it as your reputation.
Okay.
It's what people say about you when you're not around.
Oh,
how they talk about you to others.
Gotcha.
Think about your favorite nail technician
Okay.
that you always go back to. She's got a personal brand.
Oh, that's true.
Or the kid down the street who helps everybody out. Personal brand.
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
We're always shaping our brands whether we realize it or not.
So it's kind of our actions then.
Through our actions and even our interactions, how we treat people.
So we're always building it.
Always.
Whether we're doing it consciously or not.
Exactly.
Wow, I've never thought about it that way before.
It's pretty cool.
So then how do we start to shape this personal brand on purpose?
Well, the article talks about really identifying your strengths.
Right.
So what are those things you really excel at?
I was thinking making a list of my accomplishments.
Well, accomplishments are part of it for sure, but let's go deeper.
Okay.
So think about your top 10 strengths.
Okay.
And for each one, come up with a real example of how it helped you or maybe even helped somebody else.
Okay.
So let's say you're super empathetic.
Right.
You were there for a friend when they were going through a rough time.
Right.
Or maybe you're the most organized person ever and you just remember this project that you nailed because you're so organized.
Okay.
By connecting those strengths to those examples, you start to see the real value that you bring.
Oh.
You see the value in yourself.
So it's kind of like building self-awareness then.
Totally. Recognizing what you're good at.
And also confidence.
Yeah. Confidence in putting yourself out there.
I like that.
So once we know our strengths, what's next?
Right. So once we kind of got a handle on that, what do we do with it?
Consistency is key.
Okay.
Think of those brands that you love.
Like Apple.
Yeah, Apple or Nike, whatever.
Yeah.
They deliver the same experience whether you're online or in person or even using their product.
That's true.
That consistency makes you trust them.
Yeah.
Right. And recognize them.
Okay.
It's the same with your brand.
Gotcha.
You want to present this consistent image across every platform.
Like your online presence?
Yeah.
In person? Even emails?
Even emails.
Wow.
It's all connected.
So it's like having a business card then.
Exactly.
That gets passed around.
You want it to say something clear about you
Yeah.
and what you offer.
Right. So that someone could describe you to a potential client.
Yes. And that client would instantly get it.
They're the go-to person for this thing.
Uh-huh. Are you the graphic designer who specializes in eco-friendly branding?
Oh, that's a good one.
Or are you the coach who helps introverts be better speakers? Right.
That clear message makes you stand out.
Okay, that makes sense.
You're not just good at something, you're known for it.
Yeah. I like that.
You own it.
But sometimes it feels like it's all about making money or getting ahead.
Right.
Does it have to be all about that?
Not at all. A strong personal brand should have a purpose.
Okay.
Why do you do what you do? Who do you want to help?
Okay.
What impact are you trying to make?
I see.
This is where your mission and your values come in.
Like the story of Anna in the article.
Yes. Anna, the speed reading coach.
Yeah.
She wasn't seeing success until she defined her mission.
Right. It was more than just teaching people to read faster.
Exactly. It was giving them knowledge.
Yeah.
Helping them save time.
Yeah, to reach their goals.
Yes. Once she started saying that, her whole brand took off.
That's so cool.
She got more clients, made more money, and built a following.
Just from aligning her message with her mission.
It's powerful stuff.
Wow, that's really inspiring.
It is. So, okay, we've talked about defining our strengths and then being consistent.
Uh-huh.
But the world is changing so fast,
It is.
How do we keep up and stay relevant?
You got to be a lifelong learner.
Okay.
If you aren't constantly learning, you risk falling behind.
I see.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
You don't have to just learn about your own field.
Oh.
Today's experts are kind of multidisciplinary.
What does that mean?
It means they combine a deep knowledge in their area with like a broad understanding of other things.
Okay.
So you're saying it's good to learn about things outside of my expertise.
Exactly. Even if they seem totally unrelated at first, it makes you well-rounded and helps you connect with people from different backgrounds.
Okay.
Think about a software developer who also loves art history.
Okay.
They might come up with the most creative solution because of that.
Oh, interesting.
It's about thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
And there are so many ways to learn now.
Right, with like online courses and stuff? Yeah. Online courses, workshops, seminars, books, even just reading articles.
Right.
Even small gains in knowledge can be super valuable.
If you apply them correctly.
Exactly. It's about strategy.
Wow. I'm starting to see how all of this is connected.
It all ties together.
So we've got the foundation, with our strengths and our message, and we're learning and growing.
Right.
What's next?
Networking.
Okay.
But not just any networking. Strategic networking.
Mm-hmm.
It's about going beyond just like collecting business cards.
Right.
We need to build real connections.
Okay. So how do we do that?
Imagine you're at a conference.
Okay.
Instead of just talking to whoever you've already picked a few people to connect with.
Okay.
You've researched them.
You've done your homework.
Yes. You have questions for them.
Oh, okay.
You're focused on building a relationship.
Interesting.
You're not just there to take it. You're there to contribute.
To give back.
Exactly. A strong network is built on mutual respect and support.
Oh, I like that.
It's about helping each other.
So it's not just what you can get from your network.
Yeah.
It's what you can give.
Exactly.
How do we even start to, use social media for our personal brand without getting lost in the noise?
Yeah, without it taking over your life.
Exactly. And without feeling like we're just constantly bragging about ourselves.
Well, the key is to focus on providing value.
Okay.
Think about who you're trying to reach.
Like my target audience.
Yeah, exactly. What do they care about? What problems are they facing? What kind of content would actually help them?
Okay, so instead of just talking about myself all the time,
Right.
I should be thinking about how I can help other people.
Exactly. Share your expertise in a way that genuinely helps them.
Can you give me some examples?
Sure. Let's say you're a graphic designer.
Okay.
So instead of just posting your finished designs, make some short tutorials about design principles.
Oh, okay.
Or share case studies of how your designs actually helped your clients.
Well, that's a good idea.
Or even offer some free templates or resources.
So it's about being a resource then?
Exactly, not just a salesperson.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
When you're sharing valuable content, people start to see you as the expert.
They trust me more.
Yes, and they're more likely to come to you for advice or want to work with you.
Okay, cool.
And remember, you don't need to be on every platform.
That's true.
Just pick the ones where your people are.
Right, where my audience is.
Exactly. Focus your energy there.
Okay, so quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Now, I know storytelling can be really powerful online.
It is.
But how much of my personal life should I be sharing? Where's the line?
That's a great question. A lot of people struggle with that.
Yeah.
But you're right. People connect with stories. So sharing your journey, your struggles, what you've learned, your successes.
Right, makes you more relatable.
Exactly, makes you human.
But I don't want to overshare.
Of course not. It's about finding the right balance,
Between being vulnerable,
Yeah.
but also professional.
Exactly. Give people a peek behind the curtain, but keep those boundaries.
So be authentic, but not too personal.
Right. Think about what parts of your story fit with your brand.
Okay, and what will resonate with my audience?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got these social media strategies, but what about offline? Does that even matter anymore?
Offline is huge. It's just as important as what you do online.
Okay, so real life events and stuff.
Exactly what are you involved in? Are
Yeah.
you going to conferences? Are you volunteering in your community?
Correct.
Speaking engagements? These are all amazing opportunities to build your brand.
So show up, be present.
Right. And engage with people. Don't just stand in the corner.
Okay.
Talk to people, ask questions, really listen to them, share your insights, be interested.
It's amazing how the online and offline work together.
It's all connected.
Now, we've talked a lot about internal stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Like strengths and values.
Yeah, but what about external stuff?
Yeah.
Does our appearance matter for personal branding?
That's a great question. And, it often gets overlooked.
Really?
Yeah, but your appearance is a form of communication.
It is a message about you.
So like how I dress, how I present myself, all that plays a role.
Absolutely. It's about being intentional with your choices.
Okay.
Your clothes, your hairstyle, your accessories, even your posture.
Aligning my appearance with my brand.
Exactly the image you want to project.
But I don't want to have to like be someone I'm not.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's about finding a style that feels authentic to you, but also fits with your professional goals.
Okay, so like my own personal style, but elevated.
Exactly.
This is making me think about personal branding in a whole new way.
It's so much more than just marketing, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
It's about being authentic, being intentional.
And it's about all these different parts of our lives.
Bringing your whole self to the table.
I love that.
Your strength, your values,
Yeah.
your expertise, your style.
It's like authenticity meets strategy.
So where do we go from here? What's next?
Well, next time, let's talk about some of the mistakes people make.
Okay, like the pitfalls to avoid.
Exactly. And we'll also look at some inspiring success stories
Ooh, I like that.
to show how powerful this can be when you do it right.
What are some of the biggest mistakes people make when they're trying to build their personal brand?
Well, one of the most common ones is trying to be everything to everyone.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before.
It's tempting, right? You want to reach as many people as possible.
Yeah, you want to appeal to everybody.
But that can actually work against you.
Oh, how so?
We'll think of it this way. If you're a jack of all trades,
Yeah.
you're a master of none.
Right.
When you try to appeal to everyone, your message gets watered down.
It loses its impact.
Exactly. It's not really resonating with anyone deeply.
I've totally fallen into that trap
I
myself.
think we all have.
So what's the solution then?
Focus. Figure out your niche.
Okay.
That specific group of people you want to reach.
The people I can really help,
Yes, the ones who will benefit the most from your expertise.
so tailor my message to them.
Exactly. When you focus on that specific audience,
Yeah?
you'll make a much stronger connection.
It's like that saying, right? If you're speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one.
Exactly. That applies to personal branding too.
Now, we talked about consistency before.
Huh?
Is that something people struggle with?
All the time. Inconsistency is a brand killer.
Okay.
Think about the brands you love. Okay.
What makes them so great? You know, what to expect from them.
Right.
Every single time.
So if my online presence is different from how I am in person,
Exactly. Or if your messaging keeps changing,
yeah,
confuses people.
and I don't trust you as much.
Right. It's like you're sending mixed signals.
So how do I stay consistent then?
Well, look at your online profiles.
Okay,
Your website, your content, all of it.
got it.
Make sure it's all saying the same thing.
It's all aligned.
Yes. And don't be afraid to get feedback.
Well, that's a good idea.
Ask your friends or colleagues what they think.
If my brand matches what I'm trying to do. People can tell when you're faking it.
Yeah, they can spot a phony.
If you're trying too hard to be someone you're not.
Yeah, it shows.
So just be yourself.
Okay, so it's not about being perfect.
No, it's about being real.
And that's what people connect with.
Exactly. When you're passionate about what you do,
Yeah,
that passion is contagious.
it's magnetic.
People are drawn to that energy.
That makes sense.
Yes, the dreaded self-promotion.
It feels so awkward.
It can, but here's a little trick.
Okay, I'm listening.
Instead of listing your accomplishments,
Yeah.
talk about the impact you've had.
Oh, okay.
Focus on the value you brought to others.
So instead of saying, I won this award,
Right.
I'm going to say, my work has helped people in this way.
Exactly. You're still highlighting your achievements,
Yeah.
but you're framing it in terms of the value you provide.
Oh, that's really good. Any final words of wisdom for our listeners as they start to build their own brand?
Yes. Remember, you have something special to offer.
Everyone does.
Don't be afraid to let your personality shine through. And most importantly, have fun with it.
Love that.
Enjoy the process. Connect with people.
This has been so insightful. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's been my pleasure.
And to all of our listeners out there, we hope you're feeling inspired to take your brand to the next level.